Evansdale Community League. This is the first 100% solar powered community league in Edmonton, and we're very proud of that. So today we're here to officially unveil our solar system. It's a 23 kilowatt solar system that provides all the electricity for the lights, everything in the building. He's correcting me on my numbers. As you would expect. So I'd like to welcome our special guests today. We have MLA Chris Nielsen standing right beside me here. We have Robin Webb from the City of Edmonton. Jeff Muesler is our president of Evansdale Community League. Thank you, Jeff. Warren Serrar is the guy who installed our solar system. Is he here? He's here somewhere. He's the guy, he was at the table at the front in the building. Gordon Howell was our engineer and the guy who helped us get our solar system going. Charlotte Randy, where are you? She's here somewhere. She's in the EFCL booth over there with the community leagues. So thank you very much for coming. It's funny because the idea for putting solar on a community league actually came from the Edmonton Federation of Community Leagues that developed a program to put small demonstration scale solar on community leagues. And it was actually our idea to do that program because selfishly we wanted to get in on the program. The problem was there were 18 other community leagues that wanted to get in on the program, so we had to have a draw because we only had money for 7. And we didn't get the draw even though we invented the program. So it was kind of a fortuitous thing because we got a much more ambitious idea after that. We were building a new rink, replacing the asphalt, new building, all kinds of infrastructure, and we put in LED lights, and we included a solar project with that first one, and it was instead a 13 kilowatt solar system. And our engineering friend Gordon was smart enough to design the system with a second phase should we feel inspired to raise more money. And then he came back to us next year and said, I know about a grant, can I help you fill it out? And we said, yeah, I guess so. And we filled out the grant, and there we go. We have 26 kilowatts of solar that's enough to power the whole community. And it's just a super cool thing. You know, when you think about it, it's an act of resilience for a community organization because what we're doing is we're putting a piece of infrastructure in that's going to pay our utility bills for the next 30 years, or the life of the solar modules. They're guaranteed for 25 years. Gordon tells me they'll last 30, maybe 40, who knows, we don't know. But his are working, yours are 27 years old, 22 years old. They work for a long time. So, I'm recalling my notes.
You're doing great without them.
So, we're here today to officially unveil our second phase of solar. The way we funded this, so in the first round we funded it using Community League Infrastructure, which is a city fund. The community, what's it called, Steve? Community Facility Infrastructure Program. So we got the money from those two programs for the first half, and for the second half, we got it from Eco City, which is a program that actually Robin manages on behalf of the city, and the Municipal Climate Change Action Fund, which is another provincial fund that was started recently. So I'd like to welcome MLA Chris Nielsen just to say a couple of words. This is part of our funding, and this is the other part of our funding.
Well, thank you, David. You know, and the exciting thing about what's going on here in Evansdale Community League is that this community league here has now set the example for everybody else to follow. And as we know, you know, our climate is constantly changing. We need to start adapting to it. We need to start reducing our carbon footprints. And here is the example of how we're able to start doing that. So, you know, incredibly proud about the work that's been done here in the Evansdale Community League. I live here in Evansdale myself as well, and you know, just like others, I'm moving to try to change the way I do things, even within my own home, and you know, whether it be LED lighting, putting more insulation in my attic, or starting to switch out the windows in my home. So they always say it only takes one to show the way and can prove that it can be done. You know, we used to talk about how it wasn't possible for an electric car, yet here we have a whole bunch of them here. You know, I always ask, you know, when's the next vehicle going to be an electric truck? That would be fantastic. I bet you it's not that far along. So, you know, I don't think we're very far off. Where, you know, solar panels on a home roof, will just be normal. So thank you guys for all the work that you have done to make this happen, and to help continue to solidify the fact that Alberta is a leader in not only being able to produce energy for the rest of the country and for international markets, but also being able to be an environmental leader, unlike the rest of the world can follow.
Thank you. And so, by the way, there apparently is a Ford F-150 electric under development. I read this. I don't know what's again. Robin Webb is with the city, and she looks after the Eco City Fund, and they gave us huge support for the second half of the system. So, Robin, if you could say a few words.
The City of Edmonton is really pleased to bring greetings and congratulations to Evansdale Community League for their great leadership, not just in showing what community leagues can do, but also helping neighbors and understanding the concept of solar energy and that it's something that they can put on their roofs today. Since Evansdale and another community league, Riverdale Community League, installed solar, a bunch of us got together and figured that it was time that we created a more substantial program that would help community organizations actually do this sort of work. So we created Eco City Edmonton, where schools, faith institutions, community leagues, all sorts of different groups can apply for funding to do different sorts of energy transition projects. And then we also created the Green Leagues program. So you can go talk to Charlotte, she's the coordinator for Green Leagues. And again, that's the idea of spreading this word of energy transition activities through community organizations so that they can reach their larger neighborhoods. So again, a big thank you. And you know what? A big thank you to David, because he's really the driving force behind all of this. So I think we need to give him personally a happy birthday.
Yes, we do.
Thank you very much to the folks at the electric cars. We know that actually makes this event. They spend about 30 seconds looking at our solar modules, and then they run around and Google the cars all afternoon. So thank you very much for bringing them. And Charlie where's Charlie? From our own community with the white Tesla right there. So cool. We found out we have a Tesla right in our own community. And actually, Carol here is actually from Delwood Community League. So that's how we're connected, and she drives a Leaf. So it's pretty cool. So thank you very much for coming. Enjoy your time. Let's line up for a great big group photo, please.